What's happening, everyone? I'm Ali Burns from Picks Parlays, and this is a little show we call Total Chaos. I give these two expert handicappers 4 baseball games that are happening this Thursday, September the 8th, and they're going to tell me if they're going over or under the total. Before we get started, I need everyone to like and subscribe, ring that bell for notifications, and also check out our sponsor, Caesar Sportsbook. They're giving up to $1,250 and a risk-free first bet and 2,000 points, tier credits, rewards, points, all these things for all new accounts. Just check out the description of this video and click on the link or use the promo code MORNINGFUL. With me today, my 2 experts. I've got Scott Reichel from Winners and Winers. Find him at Reichel Radio. How's it going, Scott? 42, 43, and 2.
Yeah, doing pretty well. Unfortunately, back below 500. I was above for about a week or so, but still hanging in there. All it takes is one good showing, and we're back over 500.
It's all good. Same with you, Sean Higgs. 68, 70, and 2. You had a rough week last week. It was a rough one, but hey, you're not too far off the mark here.
No, and listen, I did a midday money. I'm like, this time of year, I get a little tricky. I've had a little rough patch the last 2 weeks. Sometimes you have them. Things change. You got teams not in tank mode, but the haves and have-nots, big separation. So, little rough run, but still total's been all right for me. We'll bounce back.
That's just it. We always do, right? All right, so let's get this party started. Reichel, you've got the better record, so you are going to go first, and we are going to start with the Nats and the Cardinals. We've got Gray and Wainwright. It's a 7.5. Are you thinking it goes over or under the total?
So with Wainwright on the mound at home, I feel like most people are going to blindly take the under. However, I'm actually going to take the over because I'm not exactly a big fan of each pitcher's recent form. Gray is pitching for the Nationals. Last 4 starts, 22 and 1/3 innings pitched, 4.84 ERA. Gray's also pitched once against the Cardinals this season. Didn't go too well. 5 innings pitched, 4 earned runs. And Wainwright, despite being good all season long, has struggled a bit lately. Last 3 starts, 17 and 2/3 innings pitched, 4.08 ERA. I just think this number is a little bit too low. Nationals have been pretty decent offensively over the past week, and the Cardinals have a lot of weapons. I'm going with the over. I think this game will find a way to at least 8 runs.
All right, Higgs, what are you thinking?
Totally agree, because you think Wainwright at home, always better at home, him, stat-wise, but as you said, lately, not so good. And Gray, 6 ERA down the stretch here, the last 6-7 starts, so not good at all. Big against shell down the road. 6 against the Mets, 6 against the Phillies. 4 against Miami, 6 against Miami. I'm sorry. So not the finest of showings from Josiah Gray. And as Scott mentioned, they've been winning a little bit. I don't know. These guys beating the Mets, beating the Padres. They're throwing together some wins, beating some teams. You're not expecting them to win some games. So, yeah, over the 7.5, I agree on that total. You might have the MVP over there in St. Louis, right? Goldie's MVP favorite?
I think you ran away with it already. But
Host is going for 700. There's all kinds of things happening with that Cardinals squad, and it makes them want to swing their bats. So Cardinals and the Cardinals over, I've been cashing on as of late. Giants Brewers 7.5. It's game 1 of Thursday. Okay, game 1. We've got Junis and Burns. What do you think, Sean Higgs?
Yeah, this is like a tougher one for me because Burns is a guy you automatically think he's gonna come in 7-8 innings, give up 3 runs, but he's been, kind of fading. Like this whole team, Milwaukee team has been kind of fading a bit down the stretch here, right? Leapfrog by St. Louis have no looking back. I'm going to go over here. Junis is Jake Junis, right? He's going to give up a 4 spot, and I always kick the Brewers in for their lack of offense and not picking up any bats, but they got enough guys here. Junis is going to give up 4 or 5, and I think Burns, last couple starts, going to give up 3 runs. So San Fran is still a frisky little bunch, so I'm going to go over this one too. I think it gets to like a 6-4 kind of an affair here in the double dipper.
In the old double dipper. All right, Reichel, what are you thinking?
I'm going to go with the over as well. Junis has not been good on the road this season. 38 and 2/3 innings pitched, 4.66 ERA. Burns, I feel like Sean was being a little bit polite because Burns has been awful for the last couple outings. Last 3 starts, 15 and 1/3 innings pitched, 8.22 ERA. This is Corbin Burns we're talking about. 8+ ERA. I think that it's based on reputation, but based on current form, I got to fade him, and I got to fade Junis here. I'm going with the over.
Yeah, it's a name recognition thing on that one. Speaking of name recognition, we've got the Marlins and the Phillies. Alcantara And Kurt Gibson, 7 is the number here. Is it Kyle or Kurt? I went to high school with Kurt Gibson. It's Kyle Gibson, isn't it?
Kurt Gibson played for the
Kurt
Dodgers.
Gibson and I went to high school together, and it's always going to be that. What's up, Kurt Gibson? How's life? How's the wife? How are the kids?
That's fine.
Kyle Gibson, I don't know. I don't know him. So, okay, here we go. 7 is the number. We don't know each other. And Reichel, you're up.
So I'm going to go with the over once again in this one. Alcantara, it's a similar story to Burns. He hasn't had an 8+ ERA, but he hasn't been good for the past month. Last 5 starts, 32 and 1/3 innings pitched, 4.73 ERA. It makes sense he struggled down the stretch because he basically pitches 8 innings every time he starts. So I kind of wonder how much fatigue is playing a factor. Gibson has not been good lately either. Last 5 starts, 25 innings pitched, 5.04 ERA. I don't exactly trust him. And on top of that, the over is 5-1-1 in Philadelphia's last 7 games. But for a flat total of 7, and I don't really trust either starting pitcher in this one, as crazy as that sounds, I'm going to go with the over.
All right. Higgs, what do you think?
Cannot disagree with everything Scott just said there. But I'm going to go on the under here. Simply because, Cantera's bad ERA, but he's given up 6 runs in 2 of the last 3 starts against, Dodgers and Braves tagged him pretty good. But these guys, division kind of foes. They face each other. He's got 4 starts versus the Phillies, as Gibson's got 4 versus Miami. Almost identical numbers, 29 innings, 25 hits, 10 runs for Sandy in these outings, and 24-22, 10 earned runs for Gibby in this spot. So I think we're going to see it's tough asking to go under the 7 because that's a low number, right? Especially when you have teams that are the Phillies who actually hit and Miami who that's the thing with Miami. It's what are we getting out of Miami? As bad as a pitcher can be, I can't bet on a Miami offense. I mean, let's just take Alcantara. He's plus 115, 120 today. How? You could lose a game 1-0 with the guy. I mean, they get 0 off, 0 from their bats. There's nothing out of the lineup. It's terrible. I'm going to go under. I have to fade the Phillies could score. It could be 6-0 Phillies, and that could be ending. I can't get excited about 1 run from Miami because that's what they put up. I can't.
And that's what they average. Yeah. 2, 1, 1, 1, 1, 2, 2, 1. I mean, 2, 6. So there was a time. It's a tricky one, but yeah, I think I would lean towards an under on this one also. Higgs, what do you think about the flat 7 with the White Sox and the A's? We've got Cease and Sears on the bump for this one.
I'm a big Cease guy, right? And maybe with Verlander out, he's a Cy Young type guy to take over here. I don't know. Who knows?
I think he'll get the silver medal. But that's just me.
Yeah, I mean, Verlander's numbers are good, right? It's Verlander or him. If the White Sox make the playoffs, I don't know. I think he should get a little recognition for, pitching the entire season. That being said, I like the under. But real fast on Cease, did you see the video of him? They're saying that he doctors the ball with his little hair gel. He pulls a little stunt out of his hair when he.
Really?
I wish Garrett Cole continued to doctor baseballs because
someone sent me that on TikTok. Yes, yeah. Anyway, so give me the under here. So Cease, he's going to come in. Listen, Oakland A's, what are we getting at? Yes, they've been explosive lately. They put 9 up the other day on Atlanta or whatever. I don't know. I'm figuring Oakland for a 2 or 3 spot. And Sears has not pitched bad. I mean, great. People are like, oh, JP Sears. I don't know. Oakland at home, their pitchers are always kind of halfway decent at home. Although Irvin the other day had a 1 ERA at home, and next thing I know, I'm watching a 10-7 kind of game. I'm still going under. Jeez. The White Sox lineup, this whole team's underachieved all year. Oakland is Oakland. What am I going to say? I don't want to insult anybody, right? Mom says if you don't say nothing nice to say, don't say anything about somebody. Under the total here, I think we see a little bit of not as much of a pitcher's duel as just bad offenses.
I mean, they did only put up 3 today. Well, Wednesday, I should say. What do you think, Reichel?
So I'm going to go with the under. I mean, I can't avoid it. Cease doctoring baseballs. No, I like the under anyway. He's been great lately. Last 2 starts, 17 innings pitched. 2 earned runs. He was also 1 out away from a no-hitter. Sears, I think, is actually really good. He was a Yankee prospect involved in that Montes trade. In hindsight, I kind of wish they didn't trade him. Last 5 starts, 27 and 1/3 innings pitched, 2.63 ERA. So I do like him. He'll probably go 5, so you might have to worry a little bit about Oakland's bullpen. But I do like the starters in general. And the under is also 6-1 in Chicago's last 7 games. But Oakland, I'll just call them what they are. They're really bad offensively. They're averaging just 2.94 runs per home game. They're averaging less than 3, which means obviously they're dead last because they're scoring less than 3 runs per home game. I think Cease probably gives up 1 run, maybe 2. Sears might pitch well as well. It's 7. It's low. It's a good reason. It's a night game in Oakland. I'll go with the under.
There we go.
Yep.
It's 7. It's low, and it's a good reason.
Scott's like me. He's a suffering Yankee fan.
Well
You're
said.
like what the heck? We trade away these pitchers, and like we need pitching. Why are we trading away pitching? Why?
Got
what are we
Montes,
doing?
who was good against Tampa last time out, but Sears was good with the Yankees. Guy can pitch.
Yeah, exactly.
All right.
Don't
All
get
right,
us started
so
on Monty either. Going to St. Louis.
Yeah.
Let's do a little bit of recapping here. First, I need everyone to like and subscribe if you haven't already. Ring that bell for notifications. That way you never miss any of the free picks coming out of Picks and Parlays and the Max Wagers Network. And don't forget about that sponsor, Caesar Sportsbook. Download the app onto your phone and use this promo code right here, or just check out the description of this video and click on the link. It's already got the promo code in it. $1,250 in a risk-free first bet and 2,000 bonus points for all of you new accounts signing up. All right, Scott Reichel, tell the people who you are and where they can find you.
So you can find me on Twitter at Reichel Radio. Besides that, I'm doing daily videos with the Max Wagers Network, doing just parlays. Besides that, I give out my free YouTube picks every night on Winners and Winers. And I also have the college football show with Steen every Friday, which is fun. Went 2-1 last week, so unfortunately could not sweep, but still a nice winning day. Besides that, just looking forward to making a lot of content about a lot of sports.
What time
Scott, when's your show? I was going to say,
football
when's your show Friday night for football? When's that at?
Yeah.
So the college football show is, I believe, 3:15 p.m. Eastern time.
Okay.
So
15 p.m.
It's about half an hour. Steen and I will just go through 3 picks apiece that we like the most.
Good.
I just said watch college football show. It's very caveman of me, but that's what.
It's good enough.
That's where I'm at. Watch college football show. Okay. Yeah, so definitely check out Scott Reichel at Reichel Radio, and then over at Just Parlays every day at 2 p.m. Eastern, Monday through Friday, and then the college football show, which apparently is going on now. And you're fighting for a time slot with the Picks and Parlays Power Hour, so thanks for that.
It's only Friday, so
It's kind of our biggest day. It's kind of the only day that college football freaking counts, isn't it?
How long is your Power Hour episode?
It's
20 minutes.
Also 30 minutes. Despite,
Also, you're
despite the
telling me
name,
it's a
30
Power
minutes
Hour episode and it's half an hour?
Yeah.
I thought I was
That's part
giving
of the power of the hour is that it doesn't even take us a whole hour. We're so powerful. Right, Higgs?
Basically.
Cool. All right, cool. I just learned something new. All right, cool.
I'm trying something here. Sean Higgs, tell the people who you are. I'm trying to sell it, man. Tell the people who you are and what you're all about.
Yeah, Mr. Sean Higgs on Twitter. Find me there. Picks and Parlays, win every picks, wherever. Midday Money Daily, 12 noon Easterns, where I roll out on the YouTube sister channel there, Picks and Parlays. And I thought the free picks and your free picks, it's a lot of back and forth. But it's fun. Come on in. We have laughs. We have jokes. It's we bring up 80s movies and music and all types of stuff. We go all over the place. I go on tangents about the Yankees and the Cowboys or whoever.
Philadelphia,
James and the
Just
Lakers.
won, by the way.
WNBA.
Well, we don't talk about
everything.
WNBA. That doesn't count. That's out of sport. We talk about how WNBA doesn't deserve to get paid what men get paid because nobody comes to watch them.
They got equal funding. Maybe people would. The more and more people bet on the WNBA, the more and more people are going to get into it. I'll tell you that.
They got to get on TV though. They need some kind of sponsorship. Like nobody's watching. Come on. It's all about the money.
It is. It's unfortunate to say, but it is true. All right. So find these two expert handicappers all over Picks and Parlays, Max Wagers Network. They're all over YouTube, all over Twitter. Get her done. Find them and get even more free picks than you already have. Okay. So for your recap, I was going to call it a wrap up. Your recap, Nationals Cardinals is a 7.5, and they're both going over. Giants Brewers game 1, they're both going over. Marlins Phillies is the only one we disagree on. Reichel goes over, Higgs goes under. White Sox A's is a 7, and they're both taking it under. These are the squad bets right here. Everything they all agree on. The consensus plays tend to be the money makers on the show. If you guys are looking for if you're looking for premium plays over at picksandparlays.net, find them with Sean Higgs and use the promo code NFL. Bam, sorry. It'll save 20%. I'm in the Winners and Winers banner here, so I never use this for them. NFL is going to save you 20% off all of Higgs' best bets over at picksandparlays.net. And if I remember correctly, yes. Number 2 yesterday on the site. Number 3 on the hottest cappers list, Sean Higgs. So you just keep on crushing stuff. And number 3 over the last 7 days. So you're crushing stuff over there, Sean Higgs. Follow him, buy his plays, make some money with Sean Higgs. Also, it's the last week of our season passes of the NFL pass and the all football pass. You can get the NFL pass at $649 or the all football pass at $799. Use that promo code NFL. It'll save you 20% off of either of those, but this is the last week to get it, y'all. NFL season starts like freaking Thursday, like today, like now.
Like now.
Okay?
Like today.
Yeah, I don't even know why we're doing an NFL MLB chaos at this point because no one cares. It's all football from here on out.
NFL chaos on Friday.
Oh, it'll be on. It'll be on. All right, guys. Thanks so much for joining me. Like I always say, may the best capper win.